In this Space Marine 2 video, we'll be looking into Vanguard and why it's one of the most resilient classes to play, and in my opinion, one of the most fun to play. This class makes me feel like I'm the Doom guy from Doom. The best weapon for the Vanguard, the main weapon will be the Melter Rifle. For the Melter Rifle, you want to pick this weapon here, Ophidian Liberation Alpha. If you compare all the other one increases the range or increases the ammo or the ammo magazine, but you want more damage. You can just reload the gun all the time anyway. For the perk for the Melter Rifle, I would recommend going like this. Let's go straight. It increases the magazine size, it gives you ability to regenerate your ammo, and also increase your damage. And again, increase your damage, increase your magazine size, and increase damage. So it's all about damage and fire rate. Like example, after perfect time dodge, fire rate increased by 25% for 5 seconds. This is good, and also this is good. So you just want to increase your fire rate because your ability of the Vanguard, if you go to abilities, right, example right here, is this, grappling launcher. So in a way, you don't need to worry about range because you have the ability to immediately get near the enemy. And with the grappling launcher, you get near the enemy, you don't need a range issue anymore to get close using a Melter Rifle. And for a secondary weapon, just pick the bolt pistol because you don't have an option. I wish there was like a plasma pistol because I would prefer the plasma pistol. And for the version, I would recommend getting the highest damage amount. The best perks for the bolt pistol is this. First one is Great Might, damage increased by 10% against terminus enemy. And the second is this really important, retaliation. After perfect time dodge, you deal 25 more damage for 5 seconds. So after you dodge, this can be a cue to shoot back at an enemy. There's like target marker on top. And once you press it, you actually increase your damage on hitting the head. Combine this with this. See all this? These are all headshot damage. Headshot deals 10% more damage. After killing major level enemy or higher with melee weapon, headshot deals 50% more damage for 5 seconds. And headshot deals 10% more damage again. So you can see, like after you do a perfect dodge, you are gonna do an after strike using your pistol, and that strike is gonna be a headshot for guarantee. And this is just gonna modify the damage more. And then also damage increased by 10%. So again, it will affect the headshot as well. Moving to the chainsword. The chainsword, I would recommend getting the version that is called the Quella Dedication. So you need fencing. Fencing is the most important thing in Space Marine 2. Not balance or block. You need fencing. So what does fencing do? It retaliates to enemy when you do a parry. When you see the blue marker, or when the enemies are trying to attack you, or even the trash mobs, you will counterattack them and kill them all. So that's why fencing is so important to get. And for perks, just follow this line. Just do it this way. First is melee damage increase, then heavy attack restore 100% more contestant health. This is literally break. This is like broken. You need this since every time your health is going down when it goes white, a simple heavy strike will get all your health back a lot faster. And then increase damage, and then after that light combo then increase from 4 to 5. So you can strike more with light combos again, like a horde of enemies that are coming at you. And this too, I know it might be useless if you're playing like a chaos mission and there's no Tyranids, but it's a bother to keep changing the perks over and over. They don't have like a proper preset in this game. So this is like a problem. That's why just take both of them. They will help you in the game. And then get melee damage increase, minor level enemies increased by 20%. And after that, the last one is switch punch with full throttle. Hold the attack button, prepare attack, damage increase by 100% per 1 second. So if you know when the enemy is going to be attacking you, you just wait there, you keep charging your weapon, and it might reach, I don't know, 400 or 500 damage. So you can one-shot anything. Well, not everything, but there's a chance if the health is low of the enemy. So that's like the best perks for the chainsword. And now for the perks for the Vanguard are broken, are completely broken. They work so well together. They synergize together so well, I mean to say. If we look at the perks, like each melee attack, you have land reduced range damage. This is not important, this is useless, but this one is a really good one. Melee damage increased by 10% against major level or higher enemy. So this is like an overall increase of damage to all the enemies, like the big ones. Or people could pick this one, but I don't recommend getting this one. After perfect time parry, you know, lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back. You already have you have your melter. You don't need to get this. Just increase your damage. And the other thing is this one, conviction. The moment your armor is fully depleted, you take 50% less health damage for 10 seconds. So again, you can survive survival is really important in Space Marine 2. So this way, you don't lose much health. There are other perks too, but this one is a really bad one. You take 20% less melee damage, but 20% more range damage. Range damage is the main problem in Space Marine 2. You just die instantly. So taking this one is a bad decision. And this one increases your parry chances. It's completely useless. If you're really good at the game, you go parry all the time. And the other one, there's like a two choice here. One is after you grab enough back, you deal 20% more damage. You can take this, but my preferred one is to get this consecutive execution. So killing 10 enemy rapid succession, restore equipment charge. When we say equipment charge, is the grenades that you have. But I like carrying around myself the big grenade, the melter bomb. And the melter bomb is so broken in the Space Marine 2. It like rips half of the health sometimes. And with your grappling hook, you can launch yourself into a horde of enemy and drop a melter bomb and you can kill everyone. That's why I would prefer this over the other one. Now, this perk right here helps you and your teammate a lot. It makes it you can keep on fighting. But this is not just only one perk that regenerates your health. No, there's another one. And it's this one. It's a signature. Melee kills majority or high enemy restore health by 1. So meaning Chaos Space Marine, Tyranid Warriors, when you kill them with a melee attack or do a finisher, it combines both them together to give you a lot of health. You can see right here in the footage, I just keep regenerating my health every time I kill one of those elites with my melee attack. So it gives you a gameplay where you want to get close as possible, use your melter, melt their health down enough, and finish them with a melee attack or a finisher. And when you do that, you get all of your health back again. And you just keep repeating the cycle over and over and make you feel like a badass. And on top of that, with your grappling hook, you can launch yourself to the enemy and keep on getting closer quarters with them with melee attack. But you will always want to use your ability though. If you look at here, like this one, an enemy hit by the kick takes 50 more range damage for 10 seconds. And combine that with the one grappling launch is cooldown weapon damage increased by 10. So you always want to use your ability and make you more of a gameplay style of being super aggressive. And also, when you do your ability, you can kick back the mob that gets in the way and make them take damage by using this one. Like, I checked the other ones, they don't feel that good. I prefer the middle one, the shockwave, because you do a little bit of AoE damage to all the trash mobs. So these are my choices for the perks. So you just pick this and it makes you feel like a complete badass. And again, as like I said before, I feel like a Doom guy right now, man. I feel like a Doom guy in Space Marine 2. And this is not something I feel much when playing other classes. Because other classes, it's either by positioning or always being far away from enemies or always preparing to parry. And even if you mess up with your parries or playing the Vanguard, you can still survive. This class is a lot more forgiving, especially with the melter gun. Since the melter gun stuns the enemies who try to attack you, and you can do enough damage to them to finish them off and regenerate your health again. So this class is, in my opinion, one of the top classes in Space Marine 2. But it does suffer from a little bit of issues though. The main issue I have, I just feel like sometimes I'm just not doing enough damage to, example, Hive Tyrant or the Carnifex or especially the Big Brain thing. The Big Brain thing, the Zetrothrone, I think I didn't pronounce that right. I just don't feel like I'm doing enough damage. And those are one of the weaknesses of the Vanguard. Because your class is more based on taking out smaller enemies or medium enemies like Chaos Space Marine and Tyranid Warriors, because then when you execute them you regenerate health. So those are the difference between the Vanguard to all the other classes. Compare like the tactical example. The tactical, once I get to that, I'll make a video about it. The tactical has a lot of damage using its like rifle. It's multi-purpose, and it also the ability that you can only use like once in every 1 minute, if I'm not mistaken. But for the Vanguard, you can spam your ability. Same thing for the Assault, you can spam it ability, but the Assault doesn't have enough ability to keep surviving the attack. Because when I play my Assault, it doesn't feel like a melee expert. But the Vanguard feels like a melee expert to me. I like the gameplay style of the Vanguard where you can keep dashing and use your melter. Dash, melt, use your melter, dash and use your melter. Then get close and do the finishing blow with your melee attack. This is why, like, the Vanguard is, to me, a superior version of the Assault. Because the Assault should have been the Vanguard type of gameplay style. Instead, the Assault is more of a hit and run guy, while the Vanguard keep on fighting. So again, I feel like a Doom guy when I play the Vanguard. So that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.